Simple Tales presents The 12 Dancing Princesses from German folklore. Long ago, there lived a king who had 12 daughters. The princesses were kind, graceful, and admired throughout the kingdom. They shared a grand chamber with 12 beds, and every night the king made certain that the doors and windows were securely locked before they went to sleep. Yet each morning, a strange mystery awaited him. The princesses' dancing shoes were worn through as though they had spent the entire night dancing. The king could not understand it. The doors remained locked, the windows were sealed, no one entered and no one left. Still, every morning, 12 pairs of shoes showed signs of endless dancing. The mystery troubled him greatly. At last, the king made a proclamation throughout the land. Any man who could discover where the princesses went at night would be allowed to choose one of them as his bride and inherit the kingdom. But there was a condition.
Whoever accepted the challenge had 3 nights to solve the mystery. If he failed, he would lose his life. Many brave princes accepted the challenge. Each was given a room beside the princess's chamber. Each promised to stay awake and discover the truth. And each failed. Every night, a princess would bring the challenger a cup of wine. Soon after drinking it, he would fall into a deep sleep. By morning, the princess's shoes would once again be worn through, and no explanation could be found. One day, a humble soldier arrived at the kingdom. He had travelled far and possessed little wealth, but he was clever and observant. When he heard of the king's challenge, he decided to try. As he journeyed toward the castle, he met an old woman beside the road. She listened carefully as he described his plan. Then she offered him some advice.
"Do not drink the wine the princesses give you," she said. "And take this cloak. When you wear it, you will become invisible." The soldier thanked her and continued on his way. That evening, he was welcomed into the palace. As expected, the eldest princess brought him a cup of wine before bedtime. The soldier smiled politely. But when she wasn't looking, he secretly poured the wine away. Moments later, he pretended to fall asleep. The princesses listened carefully. When they heard his loud, fake snoring, they began to laugh. "The soldier sleeps as soundly as all the others," said the eldest princess. Certain that he was unconscious, the sisters hurried to prepare for their secret adventure. The soldier watched through half-closed eyes. Then he quietly put on the magical cloak. At once, he became invisible.
The eldest princess moved her bed aside. Beneath it lay a hidden trapdoor. One by one, the princesses descended a staircase concealed beneath the floor. The invisible soldier followed. Down they went, far below the castle. The staircase seemed endless. At last, they reached an enchanted forest. The trees glittered with silver leaves that sparkled in the moonlight. The soldier was amazed. As he passed, he snapped off a small silver branch. The sound startled the princesses. The youngest stopped walking. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. But the eldest sister shook her head. You imagine things. They continued onward. Soon they entered another forest. This one shimmered with golden leaves. Again, the soldier broke off a branch as proof of what he had seen. Once more, the youngest princess grew nervous, yet her sisters dismissed her concerns. Beyond the golden forest stood a third forest. Its leaves sparkled like diamonds. The sight was so beautiful that it seemed made of starlight itself. The soldier carefully took another branch. Then the princesses reached a great lake. 12 magnificent boats waited along the shore. In each boat sat a handsome prince. The princesses climbed aboard. The invisible soldier quietly joined the boat of the eldest princess. As they crossed the lake, the prince rowing her boat frowned. The boat feels heavier than usual tonight, he said. The princess laughed. It must be the warm weather. Soon they arrived at a magnificent castle blazing with light. Music drifted through the halls. Laughter echoed from every room. The princesses entered eagerly. There they danced with the princes until nearly dawn. They danced through glittering halls. They danced beneath crystal chandeliers. They danced until their shoes were worn thin. At last, when morning approached, they returned the way they had come. The boats crossed the lake. The enchanted forests fell silent behind them. The hidden staircase led them back into their chamber. The princesses climbed into bed just before sunrise. The soldier returned to his room and pretended to wake. This happened again on the second night, and again on the third. Each time he gathered more evidence of the secret journey. When the 3 nights were over, the king summoned him. "Tell me," said the king, "where do my daughters go each night?" The soldier presented the silver, gold, and diamond branches. Then he revealed everything he had witnessed. The hidden staircase, the enchanted forests, the lake, the princes, and the nightly dancing within the underground castle. The king turned to his daughters. Seeing the evidence before them, they knew the truth could no longer be hidden. The eldest princess lowered her head. It is exactly as he says. The mystery was finally solved. The king was astonished. He kept his promise and allowed the soldier to choose one of the princesses as his bride. The soldier chose the eldest princess, and in time he became king. As for the princesses, their secret adventures came to an end. Yet the tale of their enchanted nights was never forgotten. For many years afterward, people spoke of the hidden kingdom beneath the earth, where 12 princesses danced beneath glittering lights until the break of dawn. Secrets may remain hidden for a time, but truth has a way of revealing itself to those who are patient, observant, and wise. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share Simple Tales. There are many more legends waiting to be told.